Bits and Bytes! Hey Bits and Bytes! This is Kakujo. Look, when I let go, the line comes back. Which means I've read about this. You remember the dead row pixels we had? Well, apparently it can happen if the batteries aren't pushed in all the way, or, I mean, I'm assuming in this case it would be something more like a ribbon cable's loose or one of the pins are going bad or something like that. They're all like, just disassemble it and reassemble it properly. I took off the back plate, just this outer shell, and already I'm like, it's not my first time that I've poked around on some boards, but like, I don't have any soldering equipment, so if something does disconnect, this thing's old, it's from 1999, you know, like, it's gonna die and then I'll have no chance of bringing it back, so one thing we can try today, though, is to put something to put more pressure on the battery, because it seems like when I press in the left battery, it's pretty tight. So, unfortunately, the original Digivice did not have any way to save your Digimon, your data. So, if I accidentally pull the batteries out too far, or, you know, if I remove them accidentally, it's going to start over again. So, sorry, I'm out of breath. I should explain this. I'm not always like this, I swear. This is going up late today because I procrastinated it. Going to the gym, that is, or just rather the treadmill thing, and I just ran a bunch, and I want to die. I want to die. Why is there not one thing on this planet that's good for me that doesn't make me want to die? But you know what they say, you know, stick with it for a couple weeks and it'll become normal. You'll come to start enjoying. It'll be routine. It's a Godomon. I'm sorry, I'm a mess right now. I probably should have taken a break before I recorded this, but wanted to give you the raw experience because this is what you need to expect. If you're going to get this device, is you're going to be walking around or just doing this all day. And do you want to put up with the jokes people are going to make about you? I don't think so. So I had my facts mixed up a bit. Some of the things that I said in the last video. The releases of the Digimon have been really confusing, the Digivices. This one was released in 1999, but apparently in 2013 and 2014 they released a remake of this called... It's just called VER.15th. It's like this, but it adds like sleep functions, timers, it's got ultra mega evolutions. Oh, sorry, I mean digivolutions. Oh god, don't dox me, please. How long have we been rambling? Too long. So, the actual diary portion of it, right? Here's what happened yesterday. Because it's not the version 15th, it doesn't have the help wave cell phone signal thing, I guess. It rather just, it pops up seemingly at random. Something popped up at 600 steps, something popped up at 743 steps, you know, and it's usually like a Numamon or a Sukamon, and, you know, you gotta fight them, and then sometimes something will pop up, and if you press the button at the right time, I caught Godomon. She joined my crew, and basically you just hit this to go to states, and then you activate this, and you can cycle through the Digimon you have, and then whichever one you exit out on, that's what's at the front, and that's what we'll be fighting. And so, yeah, I got Godomon, I got to fight a Shellmon with it, and I decided, hey, we need to Digivolve, right? And so I Digivolved her into Angelwomon. And I don't want to touch that thing. Look at that. What's the logic there? There's evolution, and then there's kitty cat, sexy lady. So here we go. We're going to risk undoing everything that I've done here, just so I can try to get this stupid pixel line to... It's bugging me. Is it bugging you? Bugging the hell out of me. So what we're going to need is some kind of non-conductive material. See, this battery, I don't know if you can tell from the side. See, this left battery is a little more raised than the right one, and let's watch. I'm going to push in this left one, right? We're going to see what the pixels do. Okay, a little more clear. What about the right battery? Yes. I think it's... Okay, it's either the batteries or it's the fact that I'm pushing right here. I used to have a little grommet set. You know grommets, the little circle rubber rings that you put inside of like metal holes so that way it doesn't like scratch your wires. It makes it a softer, safer hole or whatever. The rubber, and I don't know where they all are. I bought a whole bunch of them to try to mod my tower, and I don't know where they are. So now we're just gonna have to use paper like some kind of peasant. I don't have any scissors because if you live with people, you'll know that there's always someone in your household, there's always some jerk in your household that takes the scissors and moves them into a different location every time they use them, so I'm stuck over here using a Swedish woodcutting knife, like I'm some kind of tough guy. Yeah. One more tiny fold. God dang it. Now, this might push it down too hard. I'd honestly, obviously, ideally, I would figure out the root of this problem and fix that instead, because putting more and more pressure on this thing can only hurt it, right? It's only gonna make it worse in the long run. And if I put too much pressure in here, in fact, I should be starting with half of this thickness. You know, just doing the incremental style of testing, but I just wanna, I feel I'm pretty good at guesstimating. I think this is where it needs to be. This much pressure, right? Okay, squish it down. Oh, yeah, that's too, never mind, I was wrong. It's too thick, it won't even close. You know that I've never been able to use this on wood yet? Like, my girlfriend got it for me, because I do like to whittle wood. Ow, god dang it, that hurt! This thing's like an X-Acto blade. It just went into my skin like it was melted butter. Here's hoping this doesn't destroy my 1999 Digivice. Oh god, that's too tight. Oh, that's too tight. It's not gonna work. This is worrisome because there's a clear bulge here. That's not gonna, that's gonna hurt the I'm gonna loosen the screw a little bit just to give it a little more leeway there. I don't wanna like warp it. I guess you either deal with it or you. Okay, you okay in there, buddy? Look at you! Just working. Oh yeah. So if anyone like has any, if it's easier, if I'm doing this like the unnecessarily difficult way, if there's a better way, I have a bad feeling that I would have to remove these screws, and then once I remove this place, like there's some other screws deeper in to actually remove the board out, and I'd probably have to get to the screen. But like I said, if I disconnect something, I don't have any equipment to put it back together. So this is definitely an imperfect solution, but cause see, look. See that raised ridge right there? It's not supposed to be like that. We can do better than this. So we've halved the pressure by having the pieces of paper. And now I'm going to screw this in again and see how far I can get it in there, and we'll see what kind of ridge we're dealing with here. All right, let's see. The screw is all the way in. The ridge is there still, but not quite as much. I can screw it all the way in without really having to worry about it. And then on the front we see it is completely there. Okay. All right, I'm happy with this. I'm really happy with this. You guys thought I was gonna leave it there bulging out and looking stupid, didn't you? I would, but no, not for you guys. I'm gonna pull out all the stops. I'm gonna cut a piece of paper in half a third time for you guys. Woo! Oh, this exercise has got me all live and loosey-goosey. Maybe I should do it every day. I hate it while I'm doing it though still, you know. Look at that. Oh, it's beautiful now. Oh god, it's so beautiful. So is she. I'm sure you noticed this. Lily, I got this off of eBay. It's a connection version too, and I gave it to Lily because she sees all this every day, and she's like, "Oh, Dad, I really want one of those. Oh man!" And I like the first episode of this series. I told you, the Tamagotchi series. I told you. I tried to let her have one, and she immediately like neglected it, and it died. And I was like, "Nah, man, that makes me feel bad." But I felt bad, and I was like, "Here, you could use this one. It's a cutie. It's a really cool basic one. It's the first Tamagotchi to introduce the shop. So I mean, right now it's with me though, because she's at school, and I'm like, heck, I'll take care of it. I'm kind of drowning in digital pets as it is. I wouldn't bet if you had told 10-year-old Kakujo that I would one day say that 3 digital pets is too many. He would slap you in the face if you were to tell him this, but that's the reality of adult Kakujo, you know? Well, that's all for today. I'm gonna keep wearing this. I actually got it like a 1,500 steps alone, just walking around the house and doing chores and stuff, because it takes that much work to clean this frickin' place every day, and I can't find the dang scissors!